It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see Zach Wilson. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Hawks, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception ball. First down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 31, Murray caught by Jones. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Murray off play action. And this is Ertzweiler, right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Murray. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Wilson, man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
Wilson's pass complete to Jamar Chase. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go play action now. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 19 carries, 95 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Daz Newsome. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
A gain of 4 brings us 3rd and
Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's good for another Saints.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, Saints. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray now. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 7-7, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. From the 36, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson taken down at the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Henry out of the pistol. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The Seahawks had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now Murray off play action. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And out of bounds right around the 20. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyler Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now Wilson. Walker with a grab, left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On third down, Wilson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Hopkins with a quick feet. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And here's Jake Bailey now. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Wilson to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Murray to air it out again. He finds Hopkins complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half from Murray. Throwing deep for Galladay. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We start over in London, Game 2 of this year's International Series, as it's the New York Giants as the visitors taking on Green Bay, where it was the host Packers who were able to come away with that victory. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly...
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyler Murray His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Trying the left side with Walker.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Slide for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Saints.
On first down, Wilson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Saints.
On first and 10, it's Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Wilson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle they run, it's Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, you felt like if they were going to make a comeback, they needed to get something out of that drive. Instead, not only did they throw the interception, Charles, it gets returned for the touchdown, and now you've got a 4-score game here in the 3rd quarter.
And I think that this win was probably pretty well assured before he even took that one back. But ask him or any of his defensive teammates about it, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be quick to say that's the score that sealed it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson.
That one caught by Felton.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Wilson will throw again.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Good for us Saints.
Wilson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. It's Wilson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. And this one complete to Smith.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Straight ahead, Walker.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first down.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Wilson's pass complete to Demetric Felton. A gain of 2 brings up third.
On third down, Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
To throw again is Wilson.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
To Demetric Felton. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And his pass incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Incomplete. Cam Taylor-Britt on the coverage.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And this offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little down. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Murray now.
Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Henry up the middle.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Newsom. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
A gain of 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tyreek Smith on the tackle.
Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.